Hello, magnificent magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of the show. Well, I'll be your host, Gangsta Magician himself, here to deliver you, don't get me my chest, your message, because that's what I love to do. So I do what I love, and I love what I do. I love being here with you. That's for sure. Why wouldn't I? I mean, you're the best. That's what Archangel Michael says. He says, you are correct. He says, we have the best. We got the quality here. We might not have the quantity, brother, but we got the quality, okay? And that quality is our 8th house crew, okay? Our magical gangsters are the best of the best. It's just what it is. There's not going to be, there's always going to be less best of the best, okay? Because you're rare. We're rare, like Mr. Clean with hair. You know what I mean? That's what we are. Just, you don't see us often. Like, you don't see things like us. That's why they wanted to keep us, hidden. They wanted to keep us away. But we just kept aligning our chakras and balancing our chakras. And now look at us. Now look at you. Okay, you're the best. Everybody knows it too. And they're going to have to acknowledge it very soon. They're going to have to get down on their knees, and they're going to have to say, you were right, you're the best, you're the greatest. We were crazy to come against you. We repent. That's what's going to have to happen. These people are going to have to repent from their evilness. Okay, that's the only way they can get away with this, is if they come clean and say what they did, okay, and say they renounce from Satan. Okay, that's what we want to hear. We want to hear it right in front of us. Okay, and then we'll let you off the hook. Then you could go. Then you could just go away. You don't have to worry about nothing no more. You ain't got to worry about when the other shoe's going to drop. So all we want is to hear what the fuck you did, because we know what you did. Okay, we just want you to admit it. We want you to kill your ego. Can you do it? Or you could go to jail. One or the other is what we tell these people. Kill your ego or go to jail. Is what it is. So why don't we see what's going on with this, okay? Because I just feel like things are coming to the end here. It's moving along very quickly. It's just that, like, it just feels different, okay? It feels different. I mean, I still know that the blockages are there. I still know that. I'm still aware that there's a lot to be done. But just think how far you came from 1 year. Just remember last year. No, remember this year, right now. Just think about it. Now think about what you're going to be 1 year from now. It's going to be big. You're going to be a lot bigger than what you are. I mean, it's just you got to keep going with it. Everybody knows you're the best. Okay, so let's get going. All right, enough of this. Okay, so what's in our energy here, God, please? And thank you for our magical gangsters, the best of the best. You know the ones that's seen it all, they've done it all, they've been through it all. And now they're going to be rewarded. Okay, so let's get going. What do we got here, God, please, and thank you. All right, so here you go. 10 of Cups right off the bat. It says, let me tell you something, brother. I'm going to let you build your foundation on this 10 of Cups. It says, because you are surrounded by love, joy, and emotional fulfillment, and your family and community are supportive, okay? And this is going to be your soul family, okay? Not just these regular jerk-offs, okay? These people, then the physical, they never cared. We never liked them anyway. We're not like these people. These are fucking haters, okay? These are people that they don't want no good for you. They would rather good for, somebody they don't know compared to you. Ain't that something? And you're going to tell them, I'm grateful for the love and joy in my life. You will always be grateful. And when that joy and that love and joy comes, you're going to remain grateful. You're never going to take it for granted, okay? Because you don't want to lose it. And you're not going to, because you're going to be building this foundation here, okay? And what's going to happen is you're going to have the 6 of Wands here, okay? You're going to be publicly recognized for that, okay? Because you were able to do something in the eye of the storm, okay? Because it says your hard work and perseverance have paid off. And you're being recognized for your achievements. It says, I enjoy recognition and success. Yes, you do, okay? And so do I, and so does everybody else, okay? Because, we're building this foundation, okay? Now, you're building this foundation on this 10 of Cups, being publicly recognized, for your victory here, is now got the people that came up against you, they're heartbroken, they said. 3 of Swords, they're heartbroken. They can't believe it. They can't believe that you came back and did it. They can't believe, they said you were a loser. They said you were a nothing. You were a kook. Okay, that you were somebody who couldn't be trusted, somebody who couldn't take care of themselves. That's what they said. Okay, you may be experiencing a painful loss, we tell these people, or betrayal, and need to focus on healing and self-care. Okay, and that's exactly what you did. Okay, it says, I release the pain, embrace healing. And that's what you did. And maybe these characters that, came up against you, that's what they got to do. Okay, they got to get down on their knees and they got to say, I repent from Satan. Okay, and give you your victory because we defeated them. We defeated you, karmic energy. You were no match. You never seen us coming. Now you must bow down. I mean, this is the rules. They see these fucking demons. They don't want to go by the rules. They just want to. It's like they just think they make their own rules. But here's the thing. We have this Page of Pentacles here. Okay, so you're gonna be manifesting the end for these people because you are beginning a new venture or project and are eager to learn and explore all that it has to offer. You said, I am open and eager to learn new skills and take on new opportunities. You did say that, remember? Remember you told me that? And I said, yeah, me too. High five. Yes, we did. Okay, and that's what happened. That's why we got this Ace of Pentacles here. Financial opportunities are here because of this Page of Pentacles, remember? Because you're open to new opportunities here. It says, with this, you were on the cusp of a new venture or opportunity that has the potential to be financial and material prosperity, okay? And this one says, you are beginning a new venture or project and are eager to learn and explore all that it has to offer. Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Help out that, okay? I am open to receive abundance and prosperity in all areas of my life. And you know what? We have to be. We are open for that, okay? Because here's the thing, is that it seems like maybe our heart has been closed off. Maybe we have been, these people have done something to scramble us to make us not welcome in, because anytime that love comes to us, we kind of push it away, or something, we push things away. So now it's like maybe there was something to that, but now we're more open, we're more willing, we're more visible, we're more able to put ourselves out there now. We don't give a fuck anymore. Okay, that's what it comes down to. Why don't you give a fuck anymore? Because you are this Empress, that's why, okay? Because you always have, you always will be, okay? Once an Empress, always an Empress, okay? You don't get there by accident. You don't just become an Empress and then fall back down. It's not going to happen, okay? Especially when you build your foundation on this Ten of Cups. That's why Six of Wands. This Empress is being publicly recognized and will receive this Ace of Pentacles because of this Page of Pentacles, okay? Because you are surrounded by beauty and love, Empress. Yes, you are. Because you are what you attract, okay? That is what it comes down to. I'm abundant in love and creativity. You are. Tell me you're not, okay? How much creativity and unconditional love do you bring to the table? Quite a bit. You always have brought that. Now it's to a level where it's like, it's undeniable, you're inevitable, and anybody who thought that they were gonna, come up against you or cause you, problems, well, guess what? They're in for a rude awakening. Actually, they have not been to sleep yet, okay? Because they can't sleep. They're having nightmares about this. And you gave them the way out. You told them, you said, listen, brother, we just want you to come down, bow down. Bow down to us. Tell us you're sorry. Tell us what you did. Tell us why you did it. We want to know what inside of you made you do this. Why are you so hateful? What's wrong with you? That's what we want to know. We want these people to look in the mirror. We want them to see that's what you are. And we're going to show them that's what we do. We're the mirror. We show people who they really are. And a lot of times they don't like it. And then they want to take their frustrations out on us because they don't like who they are. And that's exactly what this is. So let's get going. Why don't we elaborate? See what we're working with here. Alright, God, please, and thank you. Alright, so here you go. You got the Six of Pentacles right off the bat. You're receiving a generous offer. Okay, you are in a position to give back to others and to share your abundance with those in need. Well, maybe you're not, but you're going to be receiving, okay? Because I am grateful for the abundance in my life and give generously to others. Because when you get your success, remember, sharing success brings more success, okay? It creates more success. So that's what you're going to remember. You're not going to just kind of try to hoard things from people. You're not going to want to be, you're scared that somebody's going to be better than you. This is what these people have been living by, this whatever bullshit, keeping people down, keeping people like us down. But now they can't anymore. They can't. Because if they could, they already would. And that's why you have the Six of Pentacles. That's why you're receiving what's meant for you. They thought they were going to come take what was meant for you. These Freemasons. They thought that they were free to do what they wanted. But we said, no, no, no. What's meant for you will always find you, we told these characters. We don't go running around taking, stealing. Okay, that's anarchy. This is what these people were created. Anarchy. Just running around stealing everybody's blessings, claiming them as their own. That don't work no more. Okay, it never should have worked in the first place. But we allowed it to work that way because we just wanted to take it all back. That's why. And just to see your face. Okay, to see you bow down. That's why we let you have it. That's why we let you get away with certain things for so long. Because we want to see you bow down. Okay, because remember, 7 of Wands. We're in complete control of the situation. We are. We're maintaining that control. You will never stop us, okay? We've been through more than these people could ever imagine. They couldn't last this long in your shoes, okay? And they're going to have to deal with it, but they're going to take themselves out. They cannot handle it because there's nowhere else to go for them now. It's a long fall. We wanted them to build themselves up. We allowed this to happen. We wanted this to happen. We knew it was going to happen before it was going to happen. We've been speaking about this before this happened. You know you have. You know you said it. You know you predicted this. They said you're crazy, right? They told you were crazy. They said you need help. They said, you know, that's preposterous. Guess what? Not anymore, it's not. Okay, so we're showing exactly what is happening here. Yes, we are. So, we got the Six of Pentacles here. You in complete control. I mean, usually when you're in complete control, you receive what's meant for you. Okay, now there's this Page of Wands reverse energy here, though. Alright, so this is somebody who's hasty, impatient. They're prone to tantrums. Okay, so this is somebody who probably, like, was bad-mouthing you, getting away with it, thought they were benefiting, and now they're being discredited. Okay, and now they're coming off, like, unreliable. They're a very boorish individual, this person. Okay, they don't have potential. They don't have the limitless potential you do. They're not an inspiration, and anything that they were ever did was bullshit. It was off your back, off your energy when you were down. That's why I needed to keep you down. They needed to keep you so they could siphon the energy, so they could do that. But it's alright though, because we got this new moon in Taurus energy here that's going to be do some damage here to these people. There's going to be a lot of manifesting here. Very abundant. So I'm seeing it. I can feel it. Now these people, they know it. It's over. And they're starting to come to terms with it. That they gotta bow down. Okay, because here's the thing, Two of Wands. They didn't plan this far. You did though. You said this was gonna happen before it happened. I said you were crazy. They want to lock you up. They want to put you in jail. They want to put you in a mental hospital. They want to isolate you. They want you to think you were crazy. They didn't want you to hide. Guess what? None of that happened, okay? Maybe temporarily. But it's always going to come back to them. That's the thing, is that they know that you're still there. So it's like they know they did something that's so terrible, and you know they did it, and you're thriving though. So they know eventually it's going to come out. Eventually you're just going to speak to the right person, and the right person is going to help you. And it's all going to go through, and you're just going to completely take this over. Take this whole community over. Right? We got you. Set you up. That's what they didn't understand. They can't understand how you did that. They said, how the fuck did you do that? They said, nobody's ever done this to an entire community like you. I don't know. I guess that's for you to figure out, we tell these characters. Because here's the thing. We had the Seven of Swords in reverse here. Because perhaps maybe somebody came clean. Maybe you have a snitch amongst them. Okay, maybe you have a mole. Maybe you have a rat. I don't know. Okay, but this group, somebody's coming clean here. And that's what I said. It's a good idea. Come clean, bow down, tell us why you did what you did, and then be on your way. Or keep fighting. We'll send you to jail, send you to hell, and never be seen or heard from again, and that could be the rest of your time. It's up to you. That's what we tell these people. Well, come clean. So it always makes it easier when they come clean. Set yourself free. The truth will set you free, we tell these people. Because remember, they know they're dealing with the gang star of the show. They know you're the magical gang star. They know this is what they were doing. They want to steal this energy from you. Okay, they want to steal it because you are on the right path and have faith that the universe is guiding you towards your dreams. Yes, they didn't want you to think that. Okay, I have hope and inspiration for the future, you said as a star. Yes, you do. Okay, these people wanted you to have nothing. They wanted you to be all alone. They wanted you to be, have just the feeling of just being completely worthless. They wanted you to be babbling up and down the streets, people laughing at you. Like, this is what they were praying, but this is what's happened to them. People are laughing at them. We're laughing at them. Because look what you got yourself involved with. Because of greed and jealousy. Look what you got yourself involved with. It's a shame. That is a shame. But we thank you, though, because we thank you for sacrifice. They thought they were sacrificing us. No, you sacrificed yourself for us. Thank you. Thank you. That's all we have to say. Assistant fruit baskets for all these jerk-offs who thought that they were going to sacrifice us, but instead actually sacrificed themselves. Ain't that something? Send the best of the best for them. Thank you. On the way, okay? Because here's the thing. We have the King of Swords here. And the King of Swords has seen enough, okay? The King of Swords sees everything, and the King of Swords has now seen enough, okay? That's Archangel Michael. He'll tell me right now, you said you've seen enough of this, right? Yeah, he said he's seen enough. He said this is enough. He said enough's enough. He said, how much more is this are we going to tolerate? I think we've seen enough, I said. I think we have enough. He said, that's right. So he's going to get you. Archangel Michael's coming to get you. You did this. We didn't do this. We're receiving what's meant for us, and you try to take it from us. And now you want to blame us for what you did? That's why you are what you are. That's why you will deal with what you have to deal with, because you don't know how to carry yourself right. And that's why you're going to go to hell and never be seen or heard from again. Okay, and that's why they're Nine of Swords. They're all anxious and depressed over this. They can't believe that you're able to do things like this. They're shocked. They're saying, how are you doing this? How are you doing this? We don't even know what the fuck you're doing. How are you even doing this? This is what they don't understand. How are you still moving? How are you still thriving? How are you still happy? How are you still even doing anything? This is what they want to know. How are you doing it? And we tell them, don't fucking worry about it, okay? Because if we want you to know, we'd tell you. Okay, what do you think? We're a fucking jerk off? We're going to tell you our secrets? No, you're going to come and you're going to bow down, okay? And then maybe we'll teach you, okay? But that's it. Bow down. Repent from your Satan. Whatever you thought, this bowel movement. That's all that it was a bowel movement, okay? Is what bowel, because he's gone. These people you pray to bow, no, he's moving on. He's a bowel movement, okay? And that's why this King of Wands is here, okay? Because it's visionary. They see the big picture. They always knew that you had the power to do this. They were watching from the shadows, okay? They were ready for when you were ready. Okay, this is what this person was. They needed you to become what you needed to be, and then they were going to, push this, give you the push. This is the support. This is the big support. This is your benefactor. You don't know, you know who they are, but you don't know that because they can't make it known. Because if they made that known, then you would, people, they would see this, and then this would expose this person. So this person is something that will come out when you most need them, and it'll be soon, and they'll give the push that, you are exactly who you say you are. They'll say, and people trust what this person says. This person is a very honorable person. So there you go. All right, and here's that, all to the chagrin of this high priestess in reverse, because this person thought they were pulling the strings in the background. No, but this King of Wands thinks otherwise. This King of Wands told me, he said, let me tell you something, brother. He said, I've been dealing with this high priestess in reverse for all these years. They thought they had control. He said they were living off my name all these years. He says, thought they were a big shot. They thought they were, a big spell person. This is what they do. This person does like fucking, all crazy spells on people. It's like a fucking it's like a high end. It's almost like a celebrity witch of sorts. Okay, they do this for money. Okay, and they threaten the people around them with this because people believe that they have the ability to do this. But you came right in here and shattered this high priestess universe's ego in the worstest of ways that they have never seen before, have never had their ego destroyed like this. They don't stand a chance, okay? And this is the opportunity, as King Juan says, to destroy this high priestess universe, because it's like you had to deliver a secret death blow to this person because they were so, like almost like a queen bee of sort. Like they were so ingrained in everything, okay, that like you couldn't get rid of this person without somehow or another secretly exposed. Like they had to have been betrayed her. They knew what this person was doing. Okay, it's always been about money, but here's the thing, Ten of Pentacles, you're the one who's getting this money. Six of Pentacles, you're the one who's receiving this. This high priestess verse, they wanted to maintain it like they were like this super strong feminine energy, like they were the ideal feminine energy, like the strongest of the strong, okay? And they did that at the expense of the Empress High Priestess, okay? And that is why now you being seen the way you are shows that this person, what their motives were, okay, that they're not so strong. Okay, what they really were into, what real bullshit they really are. This is not a holy person. This isn't somebody who has spiritual wisdom. This is a fucking old time witch. And now look at them. They thought they were fucking big shots. And that's why we're gonna make sure everybody sees them. Okay, we waited this long because we want them to be old and gray, just so everybody see them for what they really are, and then put them in jail, make them sit there for 5 to 10 years. Before they fucking finally rot away. This is what we're gonna, we're gonna let them happen for them. That's what we wanted for them. Okay, because here's the thing, Six of Swords, you're leaving this bullshit behind. You don't got time for this nonsense. You think you're gonna sit here and deal with this high priestess in reverse? You're not gonna sit here and argue. You're not gonna roll around the mud with them. You're not gonna play games. You're not gonna have them try to gaslight you. You're not even gonna speak to them. You're not even gonna look at them. They don't deserve anything. They're a fraud. They know what they were doing. They've been serving up, this is a person who grooms children. They'll serve up children to pedophiles. This is a sick person. Anything for money. And then act like they're a good person. You are moving away from a difficult situation and towards a more positive and peaceful future. I move forward with ease and grace. Yes, you do. And that's why this person, they can't trip you up, okay, because you're moving with ease and grace, okay? So anything they try to trip you up with, you already see it there. You just walk around it. Very graceful individual you are, okay? And that's not only graceful, but you're 9 of Wands, you're very brave, you're very courageous. You took your last stand here. This high priestess reverse, they didn't stand a chance. They thought you weren't going to get back up. They might have knocked you down a couple times. They might have thought they had you. They even brought in a replacement, an Empress in reverse. They always have an Empress in reverse. They always have that. That's the protege. Okay, that's how they become a high priestess. That's the little thing. It's like then the Empress will be the high priestess in reverse. Okay, it's like how Queen of Wands in reverse will, become a Empress. It's like they think this is like, they're graduating, but this is all graduating to evil. Oh, we're a high level demon now. Whoa, good for you. You know what I mean? We're just gonna destroy you anyway. So it makes it that much more satisfying for us. Thank you. Keep working your way up to being a high level demon, just so we could destroy you. Ask anyone. Ask any demon. It's the highest of the high. What happens when you come up against the gangster magician or the magical gangsters? Ask them. They'll tell you. They'll say, you lose every time. Why? Because we had 3 of Cups. We have camaraderie here. We're loyal to each other. We're loyal to each other, magical gangsters. 8th house crew. We're extremely loyal here. We don't ever turn. Okay? Because why would we? Why would we want to go with this? We're holy earth angels here, okay? We're the baddest of the bad, though. That's what it is. I mean, we're the police department for earth angels. Yes, we are the 8th house crew. They're the ones that come to us when they need help. And we take care of these people like that, okay, because that's what we do. We make them disappear. We throw them in a box, we chop it in half, and we make them disappear. And then we pull a rabbit out of the hat, and we send everybody home happy, because that's how we do things here. Okay, we're not here to, be morbid. We don't want to, but we have to do the dirty work. We're the one. I mean, how do you think these demons go? Who you gonna call? Call the 8,000 crew for that. You ain't calling Ghostbusters. Calling for the demons. We're the ones who fight the demons. All right, so whatever. Enough. I'm going crazy now. All right, so what else do we need to know? This high priest of reverse. Somebody's coming clean though. So that's really now 9 of Swords. Everybody's all anxious in the breast. Okay, so now look at it. So you had this Queen of Wands in reverse. There's this quintessential witch of the deck. Okay, I just seen this. I believe. I don't know. I feel like I've seen this last read. I don't know. I might be wrong. Yeah, it was a Queen of Wands in reverse read. Okay, so now they're back. Okay, and with this High Priest in reverse, so this could be the lower level, witch, or this could be that Empress in reverse, their protege in this witchy. They're just both witches. So they're fully in witch mode right now. This High Priestess in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse. I mean, that is completely. Now there's 9 of Swords, all anxious in the press because they have, being seen as fucking hasty, prone to tantrums. They thought they were making themselves like they were you. Like, you would never act this way. Okay, and that's why Dev's here. He said enough's enough. I don't want to see this no more. Dev said, he says, I'm just so tired of these people. He says, can I just already handle this? And we say, yes, go ahead, Death. We give you permission to take out this High Priestess in reverse and this Queen of Wands in reverse. We give you permission to do it. Okay, so go ahead, do what you got to do. He wants to do it. We just had to give the okay. Somebody now wants to come clean. They know. They see it's coming now. Now they're scared. Now it had to come this far for people to now want to come clean. They couldn't do the right thing before. Okay, and now not only 7 of Swords in reverse, now you got a 5 of Swords in reverse. So now somebody wants to desire to reconcile with you. They don't want to fight. They don't want to win at all cost. They want a reconciliation, a resolution, a compromise. Okay, they're in regret here. They just want to cut their losses and just, come clean. This is what this is telling me. 6 of Swords, but you're leaving this behind because you got the 6 of Pentacles. You're already receiving something. You don't give a fuck. What do you think? Who cares? Oh, you want to reconcile now? What do you think? We're gonna welcome. See you later. Like, we're already gone. Like, what are you talking about? You made it get to this craziness. Instead of doing the right thing, now you're crying, screaming, and you think we're going to say, oh, come on, it's okay now. You did this. We didn't do this. Okay? That's why you have the Tower of Terror here. Okay? Because we didn't do this. You did this. Because if we did it, we would be in the Tower of Terror. You're in the Tower of Terror because you tried to come up against us. You thought you were hurting us. You weren't. You were helping us. That's why we sent you all these fruit baskets. Nice assortment, too. You're going to love it, okay? But just first and foremost, you're going to have to go through this tower and death and all these, all these problems first. You'll get to enjoy that fruit basket eventually. So, it's like, what else am I to say here? So what else do we need to know? I just feel like this is like I went totally off into left field here. Alright, so yeah, 9 of Cups in reverse. So this is not a wish come true. This High Priestess in reverse tried to tell your counterpart. This could be like your counterpart's mother. This could be your aunt. This could be anybody that's just not a good person, mother. This person made it that being with this Queen of Wands in reverse was the way to go for your count because this person will, let them do whatever they want. This is somebody who they don't ask questions, okay? Just come with the money and blah, 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 and this person could let this person sleep around, go to sex parties, do it. They said it's a wish come true, right? Doesn't seem that way anymore, especially not for your counterpart. They're so miserable, they can't even get it up. They can't even get themselves aroused here with this. They're so upset. But that was a wish come true. Their own mother told them that, okay? But here's the thing. That was all an illusion with the moon, okay? All an illusions. And now they're all being shattered, especially this High Priestess in reverse. They pushed their own child into indulgent situations to keep them away from you because you knew they knew that you were going to make them the best version of themselves, and they knew that you were a stronger feminine energy than them, and that they would eventually show that what they would really are. That's what they went through. All this. You know what you did. We know what you did. We know you watch. Okay, you wanted to bring in a Queen of Wands in reverse. You thought you were going to bring that in and that was going to replace us. It only helped us. Thank you. Okay, witches, thanks for your illusions. You only helped us. That's why you're screaming, crying. You don't know what you're going to do. So what you going to do when the largest arms in the world run wild on you? They don't look that big, because this shirt makes it look tighter. But don't worry about it, okay? I don't even know why I'm saying that. But here we go. So what else do we need to know? I got to get to a new deck. All right, so here, 4 cups in reverse. Somebody's settling in where they want to choose happiness. You're not rejected. I mean, like, they wanted to follow. So you got 4 swords in reverse, 5 of swords in reverse, 7 of swords in reverse. With a high priestess in reverse and a queen of wands in reverse. Somebody's clearly 6 of swords leaving behind this bullshit. Because who was wanting to deal with these? These are fucking witches that are being witchy, and the mask are off. People are watching. Like, they're not even trying to hide this anymore. Okay, and you're just in this 3 of cups, just celebrating it up, just saying whatever, having a good time with your friends, your soul tribe, while these people are acting crazy. So I'll do one more. What's going to be the end here, and then I'm going to get to another deck. Okay, 7 of cups. Okay, so these illusions, these confusions, these options, this high priestess in reverse try to push your counterpart into with the benefit of this queen of wands in reverse. Now you're being seen as the only option, because this was not a wish come true. 9 of cups in reverse. So you got 9 of cups in reverse, 7 of cups here. These options, this was not a wish come true. Own fucking mother, okay? And that's why Ace of Swords, they have mental clarity to see that now. Okay? Clearly see that. So I felt like I went crazy on that one. I don't know. That was just, maybe I'm just not in the right state on that one. But why don't we get a little confirmation, clarification here? You're not rejected. You're receiving a generous offer. 6 of Swords, this high priestess in reverse energy, this queen of wands reverse energy, getting left behind. These options, they're not an option. It's like, so this is just annoying. I don't like this read. It's annoying. It annoys me. So what? It's like I feel like you could feel it in the energy, like when you get it. Like, I got it clear. Especially this high priestess reverse. They are a fucking royal pain in the ass. So what else do we need to know here? God, please and thank you. Alright, so 5 of cups now. So you have this high priestess in reverse, this queen of wands in reverse. Somebody's in regret. Somebody is definitely pessimistic. I believe this is your counterpart that says, we're telling you, feel your grief, but know that things will get better. They have to believe, okay? But this person just has self-pity now, despair, there's disappointment, fear at risk, okay? They just feel like they're just paralyzed here. They're trying to make it like you're the one making that person sick, but it's this queen of wands in reverse who's been secretly poisoning this person the whole time, okay? This high priestess, I wouldn't be surprised if they knew that too. This was just to get whatever this is. It's all about money. It's most evilest thing I've ever seen. I've never heard in my life what I'm just dealing with these two. What you're dealing with. But here's the thing. You're a magical gangster. You're a magician. You're a gangster magician. They stood no chance against you. They just made you into who you are. And sometimes it's hard to look at it that way, but without them, you would have never realized how strong you really are. They did all this to prevent you. Their thought was before they wanted to stop you before you even could figure it out. But all they did was expedite this for you. They expedited it because the more they attacked you, the farther it pushed you along. Fruit baskets, 2 jerk-offs over here. I thought they were gonna, yeah, jerk-offs. Thanks. Yep, fruit baskets for them too. So what else we know? They're very much in regret here. They're pessimistic. Okay, because we have a confirmation here with the 6 of Swords. Things are getting left behind. You're not playing no games here. You don't want to do this anymore. Okay? It's just nobody wants to play these games. Move from problems and be mindful what you take. We don't want to deal with this. That's why 5 of Pentacles, these people, they wanted to hold on. They're going to lose everything. 5 of Pentacles. They have to get down. They're losing all whatever spiritual gifts they had. They're being taken. Everything's being stripped of them. Okay, and that's why they're at the lowest of the low, and they're going to be staying this fight, but they'll never survive this, okay? But this high priestess in reverse, who knows? They're going to suffer. They're old. They're all old. So, but they're not going to, they didn't think their last years on earth were going to be like this. But that's what you wanted for them. Because that's what they wanted for you, okay? Your whole life. This person targeted you since you were a baby, feeding off your energy. This energy. But it is what it is. Like I said, this is somebody, they feed off that energy. They'll like groom children. It's like try to be like a grandmotherly person. Act like they don't know nothing, but they're secretly pulling strings. But you've seen through them. You've seen through them when nobody else could. And they can't understand that. And that's why they did everything possible to fucking annihilate you. But only ended up annihilating themselves at the end of the day. Okay, because look, this Fool in reverse. They are not coming off pure and innocent. They're coming off very reckless. Okay, they brought this Queen of Wands in reverse. This person is not even close to being on your level, let alone any competition. They brought in the biggest fat jerk off that they could possibly bring in here. Okay, and they think that person was gonna, because they might have known a couple people or something. Would you know, a Kardashian or two? I mean, wow, ooh, nothing came of it, right? All these people did was just maybe mingle, do whatever bullshit they had to do, and pretty much sell their souls for this. Hope it was worth it. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay, because here's the thing, Three of Pentacles. People want to work with us. They don't want to work with this. They don't want to care about this. People want to collaborate with you. They don't. This is a joke. These people, 7 of Cups, 9 of Cups in reverse. It's not a wish come true. You are a wish come true. They said you were boring. They said you would never engage in this kind of stuff. That you would hold back people. That you would need to be taken care of. Just like where they come up with this stuff. That you weren't this High Priestess in reverse too. They were the most vicious too. They were saying it's all behind your back. They don't even know you, mostly. It's alright though. So what else do we need to know? I hate this reading. I don't like it. 6 of Pentacles. You're receiving. It's always receiving and leaving us behind. That's all we have here for you. And then somebody else does 4 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Swords in reverse, 7 of Swords in reverse. Somebody suddenly aware they want to choose happiness. You're not rejected. 5 of Swords, they want to reconcile, they want to compromise, and somebody's coming clean. But 6 of Swords, you're leaving this behind, because 6 of Pentacles, you're receiving what's meant for you. Okay, alright, like I stated, okay, I said that High Priestess in reverse, okay, we'll always have, what? An Empress in reverse, okay, there you go. So, this is what this is. This High Priestess in reverse, this could be this is a whole coven of witches right now. Or, this could just be these High Priestess in reverse and this Empress in reverse, both in this very, very witchy energy. That's what I'm going to say. So it's going to be maybe like this Destiny Swapper person, this whoever this is, this counterpart trying to take your counterpart, this High Priestess in reverse trying to block your counterpart, trying to say that this Empress in reverse is the wish come true, but now they're just being seen as it's like this is not as the Fool in reverse energy. Now 9 of Swords are all in their bed here, anxious and depressed. While you are just 4 of Swords, resting and relaxing. That's all you want, nothing to worry about. You do everything right. These people don't. They try to project all this energy onto you, thinking you were going to absorb it, but you sent it back to them. They can't get to you. You're too protective. That's why they're in this chaos here. That's why they want to choose you now. That's why people want to reconcile with you. They want to come clean. They're not going to sit here and go down with this too. So I don't know. Something's got to give with this. So one of these has to turn on each other. I don't know. One of these is going to give each one of each other up. This both will take each other out though. Okay, because yeah, they have this Ace of Swords in reverse. They're a cloud of judgment here. They're not thinking clearly. This is disaster. Self-destruction. They're going to self-destruct. Yeah, because they're acting so witchy and it's visible. And these two energies were your biggest competition. And when it comes to strong feminine energies, and now they're being seen for exactly what they are, and that they were people that were trying to, knock you down to keep them so strong. But in the end, these were the evil ones. They said you were evil. And they were holy. They were holy shit, okay, is what this Emperor said. They were nothing but shit, this Emperor told me. They said, you're the real Empress, okay? They know. They always knew it. They said, just had to play out like this, though. He says, now look how these two expose themselves without you having to do anything. Okay, he says, look at that. He said, now look, you're receiving what's meant for you. Because these two thought they were going to attack you and get away with it. Without you knowing, though. They were doing this behind your back. These are cowards. So, what's going to happen for them? Okay? Lovers in reverse. No love at all. Okay? Because they never prioritize love. They don't know what love feels like. They don't even know what love is. Okay? That's what they hated. They hated the fact that you and your counterpart had real love. They hated the fact that your real love would have made your counterpart become the best version of themselves. Okay, and then this would have made this High Priestess in reverse energy obsolete. This energy went to great lengths to keep your King of Cups stuck. Okay, that they even brought in their own Empress in reverse. They paid this person. This person was paid. This person was given information about you on how to act, on how what would work, how to get into your energy. They did energy manipulation. This person was standing in your energy for a while. With the help of this High Priestess reverse, just to keep you away. Instead of seeing their own child happy, they wanted to block it and say you were the problem. And they did all this stuff, but it's all coming back to them. They're completely fucking lost their mind here, and people are seeing it. And this is the justice for it. Because, like I said, they wanted to completely block your King of Cups. Did I just say that? Completely block them, but they're right here. And they said, no, they're not going to block me from seeing who the real one is here. Okay, I always knew this. Okay, this is how I knew I could get rid of these people, is what they said. This King of Cups told me with the Emperor. So you got the King of Cups here, and they knew it. They said this person's a fucking jerk off, this Emperor's members. Okay, you know why they said that? Because they got the King of Pentacles here, my friend. Okay, not only that, the King of Cups, but now the King of Pentacles is here. They're here for you. And this is what's happening, okay? You're continuing to solve problems in practical ways, okay? These people, they did not solve their problems in practical ways. They thought just attacking you, okay, and taking from you was going to be what, gets them what they want. But you, Six of Swords, leaving us behind. Okay, this King of Pentacles, we just seen the King of Cups, okay? And now the King of Swords is here, and there was the Emperor was just here. Okay, so remember, the King of Swords sees everything, and the King of Swords has seen enough, and you already said the King of Wands, so you have the whole Emperor here with you. We've seen that big time, and that has made that very clear to this Emperor who you really are because of what this High Priestess in reverse and this Empress in reverse did. They've actually turned your person into this Emperor, too, because you became this Empress because of this, so your counterparts are going to become an emperor because you becoming an empress. Because just what it is, you're not going to become an empress, okay? And your counterpart is going to be it have to go with the energy. You're the dominant of the energy. You're a split shared energy, okay? And now look, Five of Pentacles in reverse. You're recovering from financial loss, okay? You got this King of Pentacles here. Six of Pentacles receiving what's meant for you. Six of Wands, as we seen in the beginning, you got publicly recognized here. Okay, your victory is yours. You've won. Okay, there's nobody's gonna stop you. Look, I mean, this is very clear. All right, so what's gonna be the end here? I feel like we got this is going well now. This ended better than it started. Okay, it's that Eight of Swords. Okay, this Empress in reverse, this High Priest in reverse. They're going to jail, spiritual jail, physical jail. They're stuck. You got them stuck in the web. There's nothing they can say. There's nothing they can do. You got them, you know what they did. So this is King of Pentacles. That's why you recovered from financial loss. Okay, that's why you became this Queen of Swords. You have this boundaries here that enabled you to become an Empress. Okay, you becoming this Queen of Swords, becoming this Empress is now allowing your counterpart to become an Emperor. Because you are becoming the Empress part of the energy. Okay, and that becomes dominant, and it will get that person. They have to see things the way you see things now. And this High Priestess reverse never thought that you were going to come. That's what it comes down to. You are your twin flame. You have to love yourself the most. You have to become the version that you want to be, the best version of yourself. And when you become the best version of yourself, then your counterpart does too. I'm telling you, it's about loving yourself. You are your twin flame. That's what it comes down to. You have to love yourself more than you love anybody, okay? And that's why there's this Knight of Swords reverse energy. This person, they came off very reckless here. They're very unfocused, okay? And you are just that sexy-ass Queen of Wands. This King of Pentacles finds so sexy about you, okay? You're just leaving this all behind. You're not rejected. Receiving what's meant for you. And what's going to be the end here? Okay, it's you, for sure, just resting and relaxing. You're just going to keep resting and relaxing. You're going to keep calling your energy back. You're going to keep maintaining this, okay, because until these two are completely gone, okay, you're going to rest and relax. You do not have to roll around the mud with these people. You don't have to do anything. Just keep calling your energy back, keep recuperating, keep being the best version of yourself, keep getting your energy, okay, because you need all the strength you got, okay, because you got the strength of 10 men, the strength of 10 women, and nobody's going to stop you. That's for sure, because the cards don't lie. Okay, so that ended good. I'm happy now. I feel better. I didn't like that energy for a while. So let's get a little angel numbers here. Ooh. Let's see what our angel oracles. See what we got advice here for the angels. Okay, so number 22 is here for you. What's it called? Master number 22. Think big, and it's about opportunities. Think big and expand your horizons as far as possible. Don't set limits on yourself or what you believe is possible. Don't let fear stop you from opening your mind to opportunities you might otherwise miss. Don't let fear stop you from opening your mind to opportunities you might otherwise miss, because there's nothing to fear, okay? And that's what 18 tells me to tell you, because that's all about breaking old patterns. So you're breaking the pattern of fear-based tactics these people had over you, okay? Because pause and reflect before moving forward with any project. Even if you're deeply invested, taking time to reconsider can benefit everyone involved. Avoid getting stuck in negative thought patterns, as what we focus on tends to manifest. Remember that. That's why you focus on the positives. Because what we tend to focus on manifests. So if you focus on negatives, what do you think is going to happen? That's what happens. Alright, so what else do we need to know? Alright, so 22. What comes after 22? 23. Okay, so angel number 23 is here with 22. And that's all about creativity. Embrace your creativity and talents to bring happiness into your life and those around you. Relax and start enjoying life. Your unique creativity can bring joy to others. Your unique creativity can bring joy to others, will bring joy to others, does bring joy to others. Okay? And that is what we're going to end with. 1414, angel number. Ignite your own spark. Sometimes you got to light your own match. Okay? And then you might only have one match. Okay, but you're going to make an explosion, because focus on your needs and desires with a joyful attitude. New opportunities, friendships, or even family additions may be on the horizon. Embrace the positive energy to speed up the process. Embrace the positive energy to speed up the process. Well, we embrace it. Bring us that positive energy. It's all here for us, brother. So let's get the crystal today, and then I'll see you later. This was a tough read for me. I ain't gonna lie. Gotta go clear this energy out. So, ended good though. So what's gonna be the crystal today? Alright, green jade. Green jade. Let's learn about green jade. Green jade is about abundance, harmony, wisdom. Green jade radiates calm prosperity, aligning heart and mind with harmony. It invites good fortune, nurtures wise choices, and restores emotional balance, helping you live in peace and abundance. For the heart chakra, it says Taurus. Love the Taurus, we do. Taurus season, all about earth, green jade. Okay, I welcome harmony, prosperity, and wise guidance into my life. I welcome harmony, prosperity, and wise guidance into my life. I welcome harmony, prosperity, and wise guidance into my life. Yes, you do, and that's why you're here with me, okay? And I love you. Okay, so I'll see you later. Bye.